Good morning. I'm in front of Kushiro Station in Hokkaido, Japan, and I'm taking a train today. At least that's what I think. The train I'm taking runs 4 or 5 times a day, but the one I want is the special type that only runs once a day at 8:57 a.m. If I miss it, then I can't do the connection that I need because trains do not run very often at all in this part of Hokkaido. The only choice I have is 8:57 a.m. The train has been canceled the last couple days because of heavy snow. Let's go check on the status of my train, which leaves in about 20 minutes, maybe. Today I've scheduled a voyage from one of Japan's most remote cities, Kushiro, to its coldest city, Asahikawa. My route goes along the impossibly rural Senmo Line, through stunning low mountain landscapes to the coast of the Okhotsk Sea, which today is more like a giant tray of ice cubes. Save yourself. At Abashiri, I changed to a limited express train along the Sekihoku Line. This route pushes through larger mountains, even more luscious scenery, and heavy snowdrifts. For me, this 7-hour train adventure promises to be one of Japan's most exciting. There it is, the 8:57 for Abashiri, track 1, no problem. I still got 15 minutes, so okay, the train is boarding now. I'm gonna get some stuff from the 7-Eleven and then I will go and board the train. Okay, here we go. Track 1, same track I arrived on. Yet again, I did not do my research about which direction I'm going, but I think we're going behind. So I think I'm going to be going backwards. A decent number of people on this train today, but I noticed quite a few of them have cameras, like nice cameras. But I got my hot coffee from the 7-Eleven, my hot can of coffee, so what do I really need? A backward seat and a can of coffee and Japan's most remote train. And we're off right on time. Backwards, indeed. As we roll along, a few more facts about this train. This line, the Senmo Line, has its origins in 1887. It may face closure in the future. In 2016, the president of JR Hokkaido announced that there are several lines around Hokkaido that if they couldn't figure out some solution or couldn't get like a third party to sort of take over the train lines or something, that he might have to shut them down. But that was 8 years ago and it hasn't shut down yet. The Senmo Line here is famous for being very scenic. Kind of hard for me to see it because I'm facing backwards and the sun is often right in my face. But that's what happens here in JR Hokkaido. Every time you hear the whistle, start looking to the sides because you might see the deer bounding off. Something of a minor goal today. Can I get footage of some kind of animals running from the tracks? Okay. I'm destroying my neck and my back, craning my neck, trying to look for birds and deer and whatever else, and the scenery. And the woman behind me is not wearing a mask and she's coughing, and it's really getting on my nerves. So Save yourself. Also, there's at least one other person making YouTube videos, I think, on this train, possibly two. I thought this would be really cool, kind of unique kind of video, but apparently several are made every day. Oh well. Okay, I've come to this little alcove here in the back where the coughing people. There's actually two ladies who are coughing. At least one of them's wearing a mask. One of them is just reading something every now and then. Doesn't cover her mouth. Oh, we can throw her out in the snow. So little minor gripes about the actual ride aside. This is a lot of fantastic scenery and very gentle feel to all of this. Okay, here's the development. We just left a station called Mashu, which is a popular kind of maybe resort and like hiking area and stuff. And a couple people got off, and I managed to get a seat facing forward finally. No more twisting my neck. Ultimately, I'm hoping to get a seat like this on the other side of the train for when we go to the seaside. For now, here's the view out the other side of the train, and I already see an amazing big mountain. That was Biruwa Station. So far, the best station on this whole ride today. So far. That's the sort of station that would go away if this line gets discontinued, and that would be a real shame, because that's perfect. I am kind of surprised by how the landscape keeps changing. It's more varied than I thought. First it was like kind of a lot of big hills with tall bare trees, then it was those fir trees. Sometimes it's kind of a valley area with like real low, small, kind of reddish trees, and like a big field of snow, just flat snow with nothing in it. We've got about 20 minutes until we get to the coast, and then we're going to take a hard left turn. And then on that side will be the ocean, the Sea of Okhotsk. And there may be pack ice floating in the sea. I am snow blind. I can't. My eyes are dazed.
Stop at Abashiri. If you are getting off at this station, please proceed to the front and exit from the door behind the driver.
Okay, we are at Sekihoku Line station. I think it's the biggest station between Kushiro and Abashiri. I got a seat on the side of the train that I wanted. Somebody got off, and a whole bunch of people are getting on. Looks like a bunch of school kids are getting on here. So it's going to be kind of noisy from now on, but I've got a view out this small bit of window here to whatever's happening in the Sea of Okhotsk. That's it. That big field of snow is not a field of snow. That's pack ice. That's the ocean. In other times, warmer times, all of that would be just blue ocean. Now it's just white bumps of ice for who knows how long, up to Russia, up to I don't know how far it goes. With all the new liveliness on the train and with the sudden like view out here, that this is like the crescendo of the trip so far. It's like we've hit a high peak. It's just kind of a buzz on the train. I think we have a new winner for the best station on this train route. Katsuda, what's it called? Katsuda Dai Station. That's the winner. Well, that was a ride for the ages. And we are here at Abashiri, the 20th biggest city in Hokkaido, about 35,000 people. I have about 45 minutes here. Note, in this video, I keep saying Abashiri. It is in fact Abashiri. Well, here's a little bit of food. Beer and potato chips. Okay, they actually have something called the Okhotsk bento. That may be the thing to eat. Okay, there it is, 12:37 for Asahikawa Track 1. Limited Express Taisetsu. Hi, sumimasen. Hotate bento. Well, the Okhotsk bento is bigger than I needed. I didn't need that much food, so I got the scallop bento. And this might be, I don't know, is this my train? We got about 6 minutes till we leave. Before we do, a couple more things about Abashiri. It was founded as a village in 1872. It became a city in 1947. There is a local specialty called bilk, which is a mixture of beer and milk. And I wanted to have some with my lunch here, but the little kiosk in the station doesn't sell it. Abashiri has a city mascot called Nippone. It's a plankton that wears a superpower cape that protects against criminal activity and health. Sometimes Nippone wears a totem pole helmet, and she was born on November 22nd. And also, we are done with the Senmo Line. We are now on the Sekihoku Line. The service here, the limited express service, is called Taisetsu, which means important. And there are two named trains on that service, the Okhotsk and the Oyuki. I'm on the Oyuki, which means heavy snow. There are 32 stations on this line, but there used to be several more. They've all closed in the last 20 years or so. Well, here it is, Lake Abashiri. Completely frozen over and looks just like a snowy field. Amazing.
Please exit through the door of the vehicle in front of you.
Fresh, maybe, I assume, scallops and rice and little egg things. And an umeboshi plum, some pickled vegetables, a little piece of green plastic grass. Don't eat that part. First, some rice. Abashiri scallop. Wow. salty and good. We just left Shibe Station, and I mentioned that for two reasons. Number one, I love the word, the name, Shibe. Also, after this, we're going to go kind of harsh north into the mountains. So it's going to be goodbye to the flatlands here, which we've been in for quite a while. More dramatic scenery a-coming. I can hear the diesel train struggling up this incline. Okay, we are on the opposite side of the train now. Most people are sleeping. There are about 10 or 15 people on this car, and I'm one of the only ones who was actually awake. Almost sleepy, but not sleepy because the countryside is so transfixing. I'm just agape, a gasp, a something at the landscape. I got wise and moved to the other side where the sun is not shining right in my face. Even the guy in front of me sleeping kind of woke up and opened his curtain to see. That's how exciting it was. Did you see that box?
Thank you for traveling with us, and we look forward to serving you again.
各位旅客您好，列车即将到达终点。
Okay, we made it on the heavy snow train, as it's officially called, the Oyuki. Oh, this was not even a train ride, it was a voyage. So, I'm here in Asahikawa, so I'm gonna go find my hotel here. Many thanks to my Patreon supporters who help make these videos possible and who, for as little as $1 a month, can watch new videos at least a week before they're published. Special thanks to David Richley, Jacob Fatz, Lever Wong, Michael Fedor, Nathaniel Holland, Omeyer, Ray Nichols, Samantha, and Will Phillips. Also, thanks to the subscribers to my free weekly email newsletter, which features links to new videos a day before they're published, as well as behind-the-scenes info from my travels. Links to both are in the video description. And thanks for wandering around with me. The Court Hotel, reserved just this morning after I made sure the trains were running. Serviceable little room, seems nice. Top floor of the hotel, 9th floor, and a view of absolutely nothing. So I'm going to go explore Asahikawa. That'll be in the next video. So thanks for watching. See you next time.